this to be one continuous video to upload to YouTube. Now it's going to be broken into two. Arrgh. Oh well. Anyways, for this pick, I'm going to take the Vyric's Embrace because some minus can let me surprise, basically act as a combat trick to save a creature or push damage through by killing a creature. It's good to have some minus removal, and at -4/-4 at level 1, it is sufficient. It is enough to be able to make a difference. That doesn't help. The rest of the pack is not spectacular. The Deep Branch Prowler would be my second pick here, just because the 8-drop, but I'm going to take the Vyric's Embrace. I don't have very many spells thus far. I think I've got 3. Vyric's Embrace, oh no, Scythe, 4. Vyric's Embrace, Scythe, Howl of Zith, and Savage Oath. Here I'm going to take Zithian Hulk. It's got a... Its attack doesn't feel like it follows the good progression, but because of its health, the level 3 in particular can be very annoying to deal with. The Spirit is tempting, but I don't have the buff to go with it. And the Mantis is the Mantis, so I'm going to take the Hulk. Here is a tough pick. It's going to be between Rotfiend and Spring Dryad. Spring Dryad is a snowball creature. Its rank 3 can run away with the game so quickly if it can live one turn. On the other hand, Rotfiend is a 7-drop and scales remarkably well as it levels. I think I'm going to take the Spring Dryad so that I have a threat that I'm actually actively trying to level as the game goes on along, instead of just hoping to be able to sustain myself on better trades. Here I'm going to take the Shimmerfang Serpent. As I discussed earlier, as long as the creature doesn't have armor or regen, Shimmerfang Serpent is functionally a removal creature. It just takes a little while to get there. But whatever it hits, it will eventually die. So, I don't know how Victory Rush will do in draft. I'm kind of tempted to take it to try it out. +8/+8 at level 1. If you can pull off a raid, which in drafts, I would say it's reasonably probable that you can do it. If you can pull off a raid, getting +8/+8 on a creature is ridiculous. If they don't have hard removal, that can be a game ender. So I think I'm going to go with Victory Rush. So Abominations are in force in this draft environment. Frankenbomb, I don't have enough Abominations in the deck to justify it. In fact, I think I have one Abomination. No, 3. The Rotfiends are also Abominations. So I guess at 3, with the Rotfiends being something I actually want to play, I guess I can take Frankenbomb as not a terrible choice. It is a 6-drop. So yeah, I'll take Frankenbomb. It also gives me a bit of reach. Here I can go with the Deep Branch Prowler or the Deep Moss Raptor. Deep Moss is an in-game threat, whereas Deep Branch Prowler is either an underdrop or a very aggressive play. Tarsian Pact, not worth taking. I've never understood this. You've got Savage Oath on the one hand. This is part of the same cycle. It goes 2, 6, 15. And the faction-specific ability of Breakthrough. Tarsian Pact goes 2, 3, 5. With Regenerate 2, 3, 5. Regenerate 5 is nice, don't get me wrong, but comparing the two, Savage Oath is leaps and bounds better than Tarsian Pact. Those two cards, considering they're supposed to be part of the same cycle, just flabbergast me at the difference in power level. I think I'm going to take another Deep Branch Prowler. I don't like taking the Raptor unless... just because it feels like it's a must-level card. If you don't level it, it is worthless. Symbiote here. And I'll take the Mantis because I'm looking at this as an underdrop either way. I'd rather have an underdrop that could do something than an underdrop that does nothing. Okay, I'm going to take the Ebon Skull Knight. Super strong attack at every level. Yes, it dies at the rank up turn, but it is by far one of the strongest, just steady performers in Necrium. There's a lot of constructed decks that run him just because he is a 9 drop. Level 1 creature with 9 attack kills, quite a few rank 2 creatures. Contagion Lord is, I don't want Contagion Fiends in my deck. They are not particularly good creatures. Spring Dryad could be useful. We've already talked about how she can snowball out a game very quickly at level 2 and 3, but I'd rather have the 9 drop, which is both very aggressive threat and late game underdrop, whichever role I need it for in a given game. Hive Empress I haven't tried yet. I don't think so. It's one thing to be able to say that I can perform the raid for Victory Rush with a +8/+8. Poison 2, on the other hand, is far less as impactful as a +8/+8 could be. And its stats are just abysmal. At 2, 3, and 4 attack, I can't see how I could play this in a deck. Yes, it is tempting to give the player poison. Yes, it provides a certain amount of inevitability, but it's got to be attached to a body that's worth doing. Gloom Reaper Witch has the same problems we discussed earlier, as does Torpar Mender. I'm taking the Epic Skull. Here I'm going to take another Rot Fiend. I don't want a second Halibut. We've already discussed that. I really only need one in the deck. Contagion Lord, I don't want my Contagion Fiends completing my deck. And then these guys are just functional underdrops. I'm going to take the functional underdrop that levels well versus functional underdrops that don't level well. Brambleaxe Warrior is a card that can very easily be a surprise I win the game card. It's a decent enough underdrop at 6, 10, and 14 attack. The 14 doesn't matter because if you're getting its length 3, it's no longer an underdrop. But at 6 and 10, the levels that I care about for it being an underdrop, it works. And with the ability to end the game, it's what I'm going to take here. The Blightwalker is tempting, but it is a very much a must-level card if you are going to draft that. If you don't level it, it becomes pretty much worthless. I really want cards that are not worthless if I don't play them. Here is one of the best buff spells in the game because it hits 2 creatures. Normally, the problem with buff spells is you put it onto one creature, and then if that creature dies, you lose the buff and the creature, which is 2 plays. So if they can kill it with 1 play, they immediately benefit. Now, buff spells can oftentimes be used to take a negative trade to a positive trade, so yay, then you are just even yourself up. With Twin Strength, you can take 2 negative trades to positive trades and continue, even if they kill off one of them, you still are getting benefit from the play. So, because it affects 2 lanes, because it can save creatures, this is a no-brainer pick. This is one of the strongest buffs out there. And for the last pack, I'm taking a creature over a bad spell. Every time, take the creature. All right, let's queue for a game.